They say the Cotswolds are some of the most beautiful countryside in England, but beauty can hide secrets. In the golden stone and quiet lanes, something lingers. Welcome to Ghosts of the Cotswolds. The Cotswolds is an area of outstanding natural beauty in the south of England, in the United Kingdom. Famous for its gentle rolling hills, picturesque villages and market towns, and many of England's greatest stately homes and manor houses. But it is also home to some of the most haunted places in England. Millions of people from all over the world visit the Cotswolds to soak in the gorgeous honey-toned limestone buildings from a bygone age. But there is much more to the Cotswolds than genteel landscapes and beautiful buildings. As we will discover in this series, this region is home to an unusually high volume of paranormal activity. Much of it may look like something from a fairy tale, but we're here to share stories from the darker side of the Cotswolds. The area is abound with ghostly tales we will explore, from apparitions of kings and noble lords, all the way through to the terror of murderous butlers and headless horsemen. The time has come for you to journey with us to explore ghosts of the Cotswolds. Chipping Campden, a name that sings with history. Nestled at the northern edge of the Cotswolds, it is a place of beauty so quiet, so complete, it seems time itself dare not disturb it. But behind the elegant facades and between the stone-set lanes, there are shadows, echoes, stories that stretch across centuries and won't go silent. Tonight, we step into a village shaped by its past and haunted by it. The year is 1660. England is restless. The monarchy has been restored, and in Chipping Campden, a respected man named William Harrison vanishes without a trace. He was 70 years old, a steward to the manorial Hicks family. He had set out to collect rents in nearby Charingworth, but Harrison never returned. Suspicion turned to his servant, John Perry. When questioned, Perry accused his own mother Joan and brother Richard of murder. A confession was given, and justice was swift. The family hanged together on Broadway Hill. But then, 2 years later, the impossible happened. Harrison reappeared, alive. He claimed he had been abducted by horsemen, sold into slavery and shipped across the sea. He had escaped, found his way home. His story was met with disbelief and silence. The truth has never been known. Was it a hoax? A cover-up? A lie told under torture? The tale became known as the Campden Wonder, and the souls of the Perry family, some say, still cry out for justice from the other side. Chipping Campden once played host to grandeur. Campden House, a Jacobean marvel built by Sir Baptist Hicks, was one of the most splendid homes in England. Built with wealth from trade in silks and dyes, its tall chimneys and symmetrical walls spoke of order, power, and permanence. But it did not last. In the English Civil War, the house was torched by royalists to prevent it falling into parliamentary hands. Only the twin gatehouses and a few scorched stones remain. Today, people speak of strange sounds among the ruins. Soft footsteps when no one walks, flickers of light in the gate towers, and the sharp scent of smoke on still days. Even in ruin, Campden House seems to remember its burning. Built in 1627 to shelter traders from the weather, the market hall has stood in the heart of Campden for nearly 400 years. Once a hub of wool merchants, bustling with carts and voices, it now holds only silence. But some early risers claim that, in the morning mist, the market comes alive again. A woman once claimed to see a shadowy figure leaning against a pillar, wearing a broad-brimmed hat, watching. When she turned, he vanished. Others speak of whispered voices in empty air. The echoes of trade never quite faded. They're just quieter now. On the hill above the village stands St. James Church, one of the finest wool churches in England. Built with the proceeds of the medieval wool trade, its tower has stood since the 15th century. Beneath its floor lie generations of Campden dead, traders, knights, and nobility. Among them, the tomb of Sir Baptist Hicks, hands clasped in eternal prayer. But not all is peaceful here. Some visitors have felt watched in the north transept, a cold presence by the ancient font. Others report hearing a sigh behind them in the chancel when no one else is there. One vicar, according to parish records, refused to enter alone after dark. He claimed the church does not rest easy. Chipping Campden High Street is a showcase of history. Over 250 listed buildings, each more than 300 years old. Locals say the street has its own rhythm, that some nights just after midnight, footsteps echo on the cobbles, with no walker in sight. One resident said it felt like someone was following her, every step mirrored, but when she turned, nothing but cold air and moonlight. Perhaps they are just memories, or perhaps some passers-by never truly leave. Chipping Campden is a jewel of the Cotswolds, rich in beauty, in craft, and in history. But that history is not silent. Some truths are buried, some stories whisper between the stones, and if you walk slow enough and listen, you might just hear them. Please subscribe to this channel to be alerted into the next episode of Ghosts of the Cotswolds.